Grant Golden's scoring's down, but in the big picture, he's certainly being helpful with this team, a successful team this year. And did you see this happening with Blake coming in and Nick coming back in?
Well, I think it's a little bit too early to tell, to be honest with you. I mean, I expected it would be helpful. Of course, he's a great player. But he's been injured and limited, and his minutes are significantly down. So I'm happy that his minutes aren't as high. But I think as we move forward, he'll play more and more minutes, and I think he'll score a lot for us, and we're going to need him to score a lot for us as well as do everything else.
With what you guys had coming back, you expected to be successful. Did you expect 8-1 9 games in?
Well, I don't know. All those things always depend so much on your schedule and who you play, where you play them, how healthy you are when you play. So, I anticipated that we would be good and that we would have a chance to really compete and really be good. But I'm definitely pleased with how we've played. It's not so much just the fact that our record's good. I think we've played really well. We've competed. When we've had the opportunities to pull ahead of teams, we've done that. So hopefully we have plenty to work on. Hopefully we can continue to improve and do well.
And some pretty decent competition in the last 4 games of non-conference. Will this kind of go a long way in showing you where you are, I would assume?
Yeah, it really will. I think these are 4 really good teams. Charleston has been a really good program for a long time, but especially as of late. And so this will be something that it's for us. Final exam week is always a big challenge. Hopefully we can handle ourselves well and come out and not have too much of a lull at the beginning of the game and play well during the course of finals.
From what you've seen on tape so far, where does this Charleston team stack up with ones that your fans would be familiar with from the last couple of years, winning 23, 24 games?
Well, that's hard for me to say this early in the season, but they're good and they've been good. They've recruited well. Obviously they've been good for a really long time. John Kress, when Bobby Cremens had a team that came here, so they're very good. They're really good on defense. They probably haven't scored quite as easily as they've scored in the past this season, but they've been really good on defense for a long time. Really well coached, talented. They've recruited well, so I anticipate they'll be very, very good.
It sounds too simple to say your improvement in shooting is just because everybody's been here for another year. Can you put your finger on something that has caused such a noticeable improvement in the way you guys are shooting?
Well, I would say experience is big, but not the only factor. I think adding, just having more and more good players out there spreads the court that much more. I think for the most part, if you paused it each time we take a shot, it's probably a really good shot. Oftentimes a great shot, given who's shooting it. But for the most part, I think the passing's been really good. The movement of the ball has been good. And you have to be really honest as a defense to guard all 5 guys. The first game we saw Grant get double teamed a ton. Now he hasn't been in it quite as much, and he's battled his injury and whatnot, but I don't think teams are thinking that anymore because they're concerned about the perimeter scoring. So, which will hopefully help Grant to have more one-on-one opportunities in the post. So I feel like just having to spread out and guard 5 good offensive players and then our ball movement and decision-making has helped us have some really, really open shots and opportunities, and we've connected on a lot of them.
How has your game changed since last year, given the re-addition of Sherrod, the addition of Blake? Scoring's down, but in a way your production's up in terms of success.
Yeah, for sure. I think we knew coming into the season, obviously adding Blake and Nick to the mix, those are 2 guys that can score the basketball really well. So there's only a certain amount of shots each game. So we knew that, everybody was going to be sacrificing a little bit. And that's just what it is. I'm not out here to score points and see how much I can average. The most important thing is getting wins, and we're 8-1 right now. So that's all we really care about.
How's the foot?
Good. It's feels good. Felt good in the game. I think this is probably the best it's been since opening night. So hopefully it keeps improving, keeps getting stronger.
Are you tentative at all? I mean, when you first started out, you could go through practice all you want, but when you get out there in a game, how long did it take for that to go away if you were at all?
Yeah, for sure. Especially after the first time, like the Vanderbilt game and whatever game we played after that, definitely, wasn't at its best. So definitely some tentativeness, but once you get out there, you try not to think about it. And I did a okay job with it. So we'll see.
This is kind of where you guys expected to be right now. You know, sitting in this position, you know, winning, being 8-1, and you know, this is the kind of success you guys, you know, thought you could take care of.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I think I've said it before. I thought that we knew that we could be good coming in, but I don't think we, you know, settled for that or tried to set any expectations because we thought we could have been good the last 2 years, and obviously we weren't where we wanted to be. So I don't think we tried to stay away from talk like that, but we definitely knew if we played up to our potential that we could be in a position like this at this point in the season.
What did you see from the sideline in the games that you were out that you could impart upon your teammates, but also that you could learn from?
You know, I think we moved a little slowly on offense in the first half of both of those games, and I think just in the first half in general, we haven't been super great on offense. So I think just seeing some of those things that we can improve on offensively to start games and get off to a faster start, you know, I was able to sit there and really see some of those things and adjust on Sunday.
What did you see defensively, perhaps, that you really liked because the defense has been so much better?
Yeah, like you said, it's been good so far. I think just overall effort and, you know, like we talk about a lot, toughness. I think those are two of the biggest things. Like I said, you know, we've been emphasizing that a lot in the offseason, and I think it's starting to show a little bit now, and hopefully we can keep it up.
This last stretch here, non-conference, kind of the home stretch, so to speak. How far will this go in kind of telling you guys where you actually are right now?
Yeah, you know, we have a good final couple games here, some really good teams. So I think it's another 4 opportunities to prove ourselves. Hopefully we can do well and play up to our ability, and we'll see how it goes from there.